Hi dear students, welcome to Bedaku Academy. In this video, we are going to learn the general form of an AP. Before proceeding to the lesson, I would like to request you to subscribe our channel if you are not yet subscribed by just pressing the bell button or icon below this video. I hope you are doing it. Thank you for subscribing our channel. Now let us move to the lesson. So, general form of an AP. To understand the concept of general form of an AP, let me take some 4 examples of arithmetic progression. Let me take the simplest example of natural numbers. We know that natural numbers are in AP. So, natural numbers are nothing but our counting numbers. They start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and goes up to infinity. So, they are infinite. So, how are you going to say that these natural numbers are in AP? So, we can check. We know that the difference between any two terms of an AP, successive terms of an AP is same. So, let us check. 2 minus 1 is 1 is, that is second term minus first term is 1. 3 minus 2 is also 1. 4 minus 3 is also 1. 5 minus 4 is also 1 and so on. So, you can observe the common difference between any two consecutive terms of an AP is same. So, natural numbers are in AP. Let us take one more example, that is, let me take the even numbers. So, the smallest even number is 2 and 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and it goes on up to infinity. So, here also these are in AP because the difference between any two terms is 2. So, now let me take third example. In third example, I am going to take the multiples of 3 less than 20. So, multiples of 3 means 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, then 9, 12, 15, 18 and since we are taking only multiples of 3 less than 20, so 18 is the biggest number which is less than 20 and multiple of 3. So now let us move to next example, fourth example. Here let me take the multiples of 6. So which are less than 50. So 6, 12 and 18, 24. So that is 30, 36, 42 and 48. These are the multiples of 6 which are less than 50. So, I have taken 4 examples of an AP. So, now we know that the first term of an AP is represented with A. In first video also we have learned it. So, first term we are representing with A and the common difference we represent with common difference we represent with the letter D. So, using this A and D, I am going to arrive at the general form of an AP. So, the first term of this series I can write it as A. So, here first term is A and second term, so I am going to get the second term. For this A, I am going to add the common difference, that is 1. For 1, if I add 1, it becomes 2. So, first term, to the first term I am going to add the common difference to get the second term. So, A plus D, right. So, if I am to get the third term, that is 3, what I am going to do? I have to add 1 to the second term. So, second term is written as A plus D, right. For this, I am going to add D once again to get the third term, that is 3, that is 2 plus 1 is 3. So, 3 is written as A plus D plus D, that is third term, right. So, now to get 4, what I have to do? I have to add once again the common difference, that is 1 to 3 to get 4. So, 3 plus 1 is 4. So, 3 we know how to write A plus D plus D, that is 1 plus 1 plus 1, right. So, I can write A plus D plus D, this becomes the third term. To get the fourth term, I have to add once again the common difference D. So, it becomes A plus D plus D plus D. and to get the fifth term, what I am going to do it? A plus D plus D plus D plus D. So how many times? 4 times. Because 3 times it becomes the fourth term. To get the fifth term, I have to add once again the common difference D. So here, if I rewrite by adding the like terms, so A is A plus D we can't add because they are unlike terms. Let it be A plus D. Here A, 2 D's are there, so I can add it because they are like terms. A plus 2D. Now here it is A plus 3D. Here it is A plus 4D. So now we are heard the general form of an AP. So A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and A plus D and so on. This is the general form of an AP. So if you are given the first term and the common difference, you can write any arithmetic progression. For example, let us take here 2 is the first term and common difference is 2. So if you have to write 2 in the place of A, you have to write 2, and in place of D you have to write 2 again because common difference is also 2. So if you write it, so here it is 2 plus 2 is becomes 4. So 2 plus 2 into 2, 4 plus 2 is 6, A is 2, 3 plus 2, 3 2 is 6 plus 2 is 8, and A plus 4D, that is it becomes 10. So you can construct any arithmetic progression if you know the first term and the common difference. So now you understood what is the general form of an AP. So here if you observe these 4 examples, the first 2 examples are called as finite arithmetic progressions. Why call them as a finite arithmetic progressions? Because they are endless. They goes up to infinity. We don't know the last term of an AP. Here also and here also. The arithmetic progressions which doesn't have last term, that means we can't find the last term of those arithmetic progressions, are called as infinite arithmetic progressions. So they are called as infinite arithmetic progression. So here if you see the third and fourth examples, here we know the first term and also we know the last terms, and we also know the number of terms in those 2 examples. Here we have 6 terms, here we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 terms. That means we know the number of terms in those progressions and first term and last terms. So such progressions are called as finite arithmetic progressions. So they are called finite APR arithmetic progressions. So in this video we have learned 3 concepts. One is general form of an AP, that is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and A plus 4D and so on. So another 2 concepts are finite AP and infinite AP. So I hope you enjoyed this class. If you really enjoyed this class, please give me a like. Thank you for watching this video.